Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Moltrap, and I'm here once again with Collar, continuing this best of 5 series from a German tournament called the ESL. And yeah, we've got Mondragon here in yellow, the yellow Zerg player here in the kind of top right position, and we've got Drieven once again in the bottom left position. We'll show you the map here real quick so you can see that it is in fact little Python. Oh, look at little Python on the mini map. He's so cute. I went over Python a little bit in the other series, so I'm not going to go over it again here. Very popular map, so you probably all know about it anyways already. And Mondragon's going to get lucky. He's going to send his Overlord directly to the correct location. Last game, Drieven tried a very quick tech rush, a very quick speed lot rush. Not +1 speed lots, but just speed lots. And then kind of backed off from it and used it to get an extra base, but by that time Mondragon had map control and just out-macroed him. So probably going to see something a little bit more standard here from Drieven this time, since the non-standard didn't work out for him very well at all.
No.
Another pylon going down in a funny position. I wonder if maybe he's going to try to do the same thing again, or maybe he's going to go for a 2-gate after all this time. We're going to see, but he's also going to scout Mondragon very quickly as well. Mondragon's going to get the scout in quickly, but he's not going to see it until it might be too late, depending on what happens here.
Well, as we saw last time, the last time was different. I mean, as we saw last time, Mondragon was able to go 12 hatch completely safely, and most likely he's going to start off again on Python because it's a pretty similar map. There's the gate, of course, and with just one gate at 10, we're going to see if there's another gate. No, this is not a 2-gate rush here. In fact, a 2-gate rush, nowadays I would expect almost always to be a proxy rush of some sort, either forward or actually outside of someone's base. But he's not going to go for the 9-10 gate or anything like that. Meanwhile, an overpool being set up here for the Zerg player, Mondragon. And, you know, Mondragon is in a decent position here, I think. He's not going to have any problems with early Zealots. And he's probably going to expand after this. He's going to know what's going to happen. And I think he's going to be able to react accordingly. So interesting, a late 2-gate, not a 9-10 gate, kind of like a 10-12 gate. Geez, I don't know. I mean, this is going to put a lot of early pressure on Mondragon, but Mondragon should still be able to expand and hold his expansions if he does the correct thing, which is to get speed lings and continue pumping lings.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he knows this is happening yet, though. This is his first Overlord right here.
Yeah.
He has not sent out a drone scout or anything. He's gotten that that pool down. He's got another hatchery as well. Wow. So spawning pool is already up, and Zealots are being produced here, but the spawning pool is already up, so Mondragon should be able to react decently. He might be able to get a colony down or something like this. And now finally the Overlord is going to get within view. He's going to see these gateways and know what's going on now. But and an assimilator going down. So this is really kind of a strange build from Drieven. He's only produced 1 Zealot so far, and only 1 other Zealot from this. He's not even producing from the second gateway.
PvP here or something.
So this is really strange build here from Drieven, and Mondragon has switched over his tech. He's trying to get his economy going right now as well. He knows that he only needs minerals right now to protect against these. Oh, whoa! Zergling really sneaking past.
Oh wow!
Oh man,
Mondragon.
if they could take out the pylon or something like that, this will be game. And 1 Zealot is going to be about in time to pop out, but it might not. The Zealot's coming back to try and defend. Probes are going to get a surround on there. He draws the lings off, so he's not going to get the pylon after all. And those Zerglings are just going to get slowly hunted down by these ridiculously slow Zealots right now. But
Zergling's going to get speed soon. And that is going to be really difficult. By the way, if you can't tell, Moltrap and I are in the same room right now. That's right, he did visit where I'm living in New York, and so we're having instant reaction times. All right, so here we go. There's a surround on the Zealot on the ramp. Probe going to go down. Wow, Probe, nice probe rock there from Drieven. Drieven getting lucky there, you know, he's putting up a second pylon, so it'll be okay, but he's going to lose a lot of probes here to these speed Zerglings. It's just not the position he wants to be in, going 1 base against 2 base. And most likely, I'm gonna throw forward a guess and say that Mondragon's probably gonna go for some lurkers. I think that's a really good response to a 1-base Protoss, is to go lurkers and then contain them really hard, because it's hard for the Protoss to get enough gas to have the right kind of units to break lurker off of 1 base. I mean, they have to get observers. They have to get either observers and storm or observers and dragoons with range. By the time all that happens, the Zerg's already won the game by expanding all over the place. So I think that's going to be the most likely build. We're seeing a Citadel now going down. So we are going to see kind of a weird, maybe a speed lot attack or something like that. I wouldn't call it a rush. Man, Mondragon just continuing to harass the economy, and he might even take down a pylon. And there's nothing Drieven can do because the speed lots are his zealots are obviously very slow, and you know, he has to keep 2 of them blocking the ramp.
Yeah. Now you can tell.
Yeah,
by the
there's
way,
lurkers.
there's the Hydralisk tank going down. We do see the Citadel down, and wow, so it looks like he's basically
gas probe going down.
kind of going for a similar build to what he did last time. And it looks like, again, another failed rush. You know, he's obviously not accomplished anything with these Zealots. Mondragon is just kind of throwing Lings away. Now, he is spending a lot of money on these Lings, and that's something interesting. That he's... so many probes going down there. Let's see if he gets another one. The probe stops mining gas to attack the Ling, and the Ling... Oh, is he going to chase it down? He chases it down before dying.
Incredible.
So Mondragon just doing a lot of harassment there. Now, to Drieven's credit, I wanted to point out that this whole time he has been keeping up on his macro and also not varying his build. Yeah. So you're right. Yeah, lurkers are going up there. But I mean, keeping on top of his buildings and everything like that. So I mean, most players would be so flummoxed. I love using that word. By all this harassment.
Flabbergasted.
That they wouldn't be able to do anything. And he's kept up his macro and he's kept up his buildings as well, getting his Templar archives out and everything. So a credit to him. He is getting some High Templar out now. Although he doesn't know anything about what Mondragon is doing right now, so he's a little bit in the dark, and that's going to limit what he's able to do here. Mondragon does have that 3rd base up, and Drieven's still on 1 base.
Looks like Drieven is going to get a photon cannon up in time to deal with lurkers, at least breaking into the main for a while. But he's getting an Archon. Archon's not going to help him, nor speed lots against his lurker build. Lurker build counters them perfectly, obviously, because speed lots die to lurkers very easily, and especially without any vision. They have no choice but to die. But we're going to see maybe an attack coming in. Maybe, just maybe, he'll have the correct timing this time to do some damage. Yeah, he has the speed lots out. Now, for a moment here, Mondragon's going to be a little bit less defended than he will be very soon. But once again, Drieven backs off. If you look at the mini-map, he has backed off. No, changing his mind again. Man, he had like precious seconds there. He needs to use every second he can get, but he's probably going to see the lurker eggs and realize it's a little bit late right now. Is he going to go in? Is he going to commit finally? He's going to commit. Okay. Just a little bit late, though, I think. He's going to get down the Sunken Colony. Zerglings are just delaying right now. All he needs to do is delay, and the lurkers get out. A good try by Drieven to take one of them down, but no, he's not going to go up the ramp. He can't get up the ramp. So that was a pretty big failure there by Drieven to do anything. He's lost most of his speed lots. He's lost his main force. He might even get countered very hard. Whoa, interesting enough, something died there. Just something. We didn't catch that. Oh well.
Something died to something. I don't know what went up there. So Zealots ran up this direction, so they may have killed the Hydralisk and then continued past the lurker there, just to kind of camp that location. That's really interesting. But yeah, Drieven again, barely not getting there in time, and you saw Mondragon some really good micro, just kind of dancing back and forth, dancing those Zerglings around, just delaying long enough for those lurkers to come in, which then just sealed the deal that he was definitely going to take that battle. And you know, and look, Drieven still, he looks like he's setting up to get his next base, but he still doesn't have it up quite yet. I mean, well, now it's going down here, but he's not going to be mining out of it for a while. And yeah, just really things not looking good for Drieven at all here. Trying to push out and just getting owned by these lurkers. No observers in the area at all. Again, lacking a robotics facility as well. Just the observers just way too far behind. Just getting contained by lurkers.
No gas.
Yeah, it just seems like a repeat of last game.
Yeah, pretty much. Not necessarily the same build, but the same result. Oh, nice catch there. Drieven's had nice catches. You know, not saying too much, but he's caught a lot of lurkers when they're just about to be burrowed. But is that going to matter? He's getting a 2nd base, and the 4th one's going up, a little under the watch of a Zealot there, which is still alive. Maybe we'll do some drone damage later on. But, you know, Mondragon, we'll see what he's doing right now. Might be getting some Evo Chambers and trying to win the late game. Might be going for a Spire also. Looks like just Evo Chambers. He has a lot of options. With 4 bases, you can easily go for either mass Lurkers, mass Hydras, or go for Hive. It's definitely a possibility. And +1 now, of course, once again, going to be really delayed by the fact of this 1-base build.
Mondragon is only on +1 Carapace working at the same time, so
okay, that's true.
So he's not going to be far behind on the upgrades, accepting the fact that looks like what is this? Yeah, a third Evo chamber. So he's gonna be doing triple upgrades, whereas Drieven's just gonna be getting the weapons only, and he's got again, saves him. There's that zealot, chopping away at the little hatchery over there. I don't think that zealot's gonna last terribly long. But yeah. Anyway, again, we have a situation. Mondragon at 4 bases. He's got 1, 2, count them, 3 gas, and Drieven has a second gas up now, but still just barely getting his second base going, and just barely having observers out in another minute or so. So looks like he's going to continue to get contained here. Actually, only 1 lurker out, so maybe he's not going to try for the contain after all. A little bit of a contain, not as hardcore of a contain as last game, but he doesn't really need much of a contain. He's already got the 4 bases. Last game he contained and took those bases. He's been containing with lings and a couple lurkers this whole time, and has taken the bases anyway. And at this point, again, it's just going to be up to Mondragon to keep his macro up, and then he'll be able to take the game in the long term.
Yeah, I mean, only 66 as the food count for the Protoss. I bet the Zerg is at or above it. Yep, 67. That's quite significant. Zerg does not. You don't want to let the Zerg be ahead of you in food count as a Protoss player. And there's a decent storm. Managed to catch 1 lurker. It's just going to run away though and just heal up in the back. And yeah, I mean, right now it's going to be a pretty actionless game because neither player can really move in or out. But the longer it stays like this, the more of an advantage that Mondragon will pick up, and we might be seeing him coast into another victory. I gotta say, Drieven's builds are defeating him more than Mondragon is in some ways, because Mondragon's just playing standard Zerg responses to what are strange and sort of ineffective Protoss builds. I mean, what did you think this game about that 10-12 gate that we saw? It's like too late to really do too much to the Zerg at all in terms of early pressure. You can't even beat a 12 hatch with that. And certainly not a fast tech build. It's just a strange, it reminds me of like a Protoss versus Protoss, or even like a 2v1, 2v2 build. But whoa, I'm talking about this. There's a nice drop here, I believe. We should have seen that. And it's gotten a lot of drones, so nice work here. It's got all sorts of things in it. Templar, DT, and 2 Zealots. And it's gotten these guys attacking the hatchery there. Hatchery's gonna go down. So nice work there by Drieven. He's actually managing to even things up, well, not fully, but a little bit. And he's actually trying to break out in the front, too.
Wow. Nice. So yeah, sorry I missed that drop there. It looks like that Dark Templar got 3 or 4 drones and now a couple extras as well, and it's finally getting hunted down by this Overlord over here. But yeah, taking out the hatchery along with those Zealots as well, and that is huge. It's going to put Mondragon back at 3 bases, and a Protoss with 2 bases is not too bad off against a Zerg with 3 bases, especially when they're getting high-tech units out. I believe he probably has... I'm not sure if he has Storm upgraded.
Was upgraded, yeah.
Storm upgraded, okay. Oh, right, duh, of course. He's been casting Storms this whole time. We saw him actually dance that Zealot out there to see where... Oh, he's going to lose another Observer! Wow, consistent Observer sniping with Scourge on Mondragon's part
Very nice.
in the first game and the second game. And really, that's part of what shut Drieven down the first time as well. Wasted all the Storms on Lurkers because he didn't have Observers. And just looks to be doing exactly the same thing again, and... Drieven, if he can get off some harassment, maybe on another base, do some more drops, he might be able to claw his way back into this if he can do some more stuff like that and get maybe Mondragon's economy a little bit down, maybe do a storm drop. This would be a good map for that. But Drieven's going to have to do something like that, because if he just continues to try and play a standard breakout, I don't think he's going to be able to accomplish it.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean... he did well with that harass, which we didn't see, unfortunately, but here he goes with a large force here. He's got a good unit composition, and he's managing to skirt around the contain, although I think Mondragon is now shifting some of his forces. Yeah, he is smartly shifting forces to deal with the contain. Oh, good storm. I think it got most of them. Yeah, it's got most of them. Those will die. Nope, not dying, actually. So, badly damaged, though, and now he's going to try to fight a part of the contain. It's very smart, but if you look at the mini-map, there's huge amounts of forces just converging towards this position, going to surround this force here. Yeah, there's the mobile arm of the Zerg wing of the Zerg attack. It might be going for a counterattack into the main. Actually, that could be a very smart idea here, and we'll see what Mondragon decides to do. Whether he wants to try to defend, he is going to try to defend. So he's going to play it safe relatively. He could have just sort of just decided to move into the natural, but that would have been more of a gamble, I think. And now he's going to catch all these units in transition. Decent storm there on the Zerglings, but the Lurkers are going down now, and the Lurkers are definitely what he needs against this. Yeah, and this is it. I mean, you can see this is going to be a game here because he's lost already too many units. Mondragon's going to clean up the rest of this force, and with that, That was really his one shot. The Protoss, I mean, if they get contained and the Zerg gets ahead in economy, the Protoss basically has one chance to win the game. Good micro here from Drieven, moving to the high ground, getting a few hits that way, but it doesn't matter. He's lost his Observer, and there's a huge amount of Zerglings there and Lurkers. So even if he doesn't manage to kill his force, it's going to kill whatever is left for Drieven. Drieven just being hunted down there at the left side, and he's trying to pick up this mineral only. Mineral only is not going to get taken, though, I don't think. And yeah, Mondragon with 5 bases, probably just going to move in and burrow Lurkers and A movelings, and that'll be it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it's looking like, and you can see on the minimap they are starting to gather up here, and that's basically what he did to that other force. He just had way too many Zerglings, and you know, the Templar did a really good job. Drieven is really good with his storms, but he just in the end did not have enough. Partly maybe because of the fact that he didn't have to spend those storms on the Lurkers here, and here comes now Drieven again is going to have to try and hold this third base. In Game 1, he was not able to, and that forced him to GG. In Game 2, he's going to have to try to hold this base. He needs that income in order to survive into the next section of the game, but it looks like he is going to get hunted down here. There's just too many Lurkers. Some reinforcements coming in here. He's lost his Observers, I believe. He's just defending on these cannons, but the cannons are not even within range to see. Oh, Jesus, things coming in from everywhere just to seal the deal. They're going to give time for the Lurkers to come in, and oh, man, just too many forces. Again, Mondragon with just so many forces coming in here. 5 bases worth of Zerg units just streaming in. The last cannon goes down, and there's GG from Drieven. So Mondragon, again, just kind of countering the early rush and just out-macroing Drieven a second time.
I just feel like he's outclassed him almost in this game. It's almost like, at least to me, it seems like almost like 2 different levels of players playing. But maybe Drieven's got more in him than what has appeared in these games. Maybe Mondragon is just really on top of him. And Drieven has certainly not played Standard. That's the thing. I want to see him in Game 3 playing Standard, or else he might be losing 3-0 here.
Yeah, I'm hoping he plays some Standard gameplay in Game 3 as well, so we can see something different out of him. But yeah, Drieven down 0-2. If Mondragon wins Game 3, he advances, but Drieven could still technically come back and win the next 3 games. We will have to see.